What are you gonna do?
Step in time!
Shout it loud!
Step in time!
Step, 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 step. Now the chimney, step in time. Now the chimney. Back to the nursery.
Back to the nursery, step in
What
time!
is this? What is all this?
Cover your ears and cover your eyes. Back to the nursery, step in time!
Special delivery for George Bates Esquire.
Special delivery.
Special delivery, step in time! Special delivery, step in time! Cover your ears and cover your eyes. Special delivery, step in time!
Time to go now. Good night, Governor.
Good night, Governor, step in time! Good night, Governor, step in time! Cover your ears and cover your eyes. Good night, Governor, step in time!
See ya. Here's all everyone. See ya. Cheerio, Governor Joseph. Get out, Governor.
Cheerio, Governor!
Not so fast! Upstairs now! Jane, you too! Mary Poppins, would you be good enough to explain?
First of all, I would like to make one thing clear.
Yes?
I never explain anything. Good night.
It's happened. The chairman wants to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight? Well, I'm coming with you, and jolly well give your chairman a piece of my mind.
That would only make matters worse. We might as well face it. In just a few hours, I will have joined the ranks of the unemployed.
George, are you quite sure?
Quite sure. So we'd better make some plans. In fact, I'm afraid the time has come.
Do you mean your mother's vase? Won't you miss it terribly?
Needs must, my dear. We always said we were saving it for a rainy day, and tomorrow it looks set to pour.
Oh, George, do be careful. Miss Burnett, go to the kitchen, shall we? You'd better sit down. Is that the dinner cooking?
Oh, don't you start! I've opened all the windows!
I was just going to say that it smells delicious.
The whole world's turned upside down!
Well, I never. So that's where I put them.
What are they?
Stars. Gingerbread stars I once hid from my nanny. Always knew I'd put them somewhere no one would find them. Trouble was, I couldn't find them either.
They're very bright.
Aren't they? Even after all this time.
Here, let me give you a hand.
I used to dream that when I grew up I'd learn everything there was to know about the stars. Funny, I haven't thought about all that in years. I'm not usually sentimental.
Ah, it's good to look back sometimes.
Is it? I'm not so sure. Man has dreams of walking with giants to carve his niche in the edifice of time. Before the mortar of his zeal has the chance to congeal, the cup is dashed from his lips, the flame is snuffed to morning. He's brought to rack and ruin in his prime.
Life's a rum go, Governor, and that's the truth.
You know what I think? It's Mary Poppins. From the moment she stepped into this house, things began to happen to me. My world was calm, well-ordered, exemplary. Then came this person with chaos in her wake. And now my life's ambitions go with one fell blow. It's quite a bitter pill to take. It's that Poppins woman. She's responsible for all of this.
I know the very person. What's that thing she's always saying? Just a spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes. Then water into tea and cakes. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself a healthy helping every day.
A healthy helping of trouble, if you ask me.
Like you say, governor, you've got to grind, grind, grind at that grindstone. Though childhood slips like sand through a sieve, and all too soon they've up and grown, and then they flow. And it's too late for you to give just that spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Well, good luck, Governor.
Thank you, Bert. Good luck to you too.
Father,
What is it?
we've come to say goodnight.
Ah, yes. Good night.
Daddy, do you remember when we visited the bank?
Yes?
Well, we were each given a sixpence and we were told to spend them wisely.
That's excellent advice. It's exactly what you should do. What did you buy with them?
Nothing yet. We kept them. And now we've decided to give them to you.
I suppose Mary Poppins put you up to this?
No, she hasn't said a word about it, but we know it's been hard for you lately and we haven't really been much help.
So we thought a bit of extra cash might loosen things up a little.
It's a whole shilling.
Thank you.
Good night, Daddy. We do love you, you know.
Jane, do you remember you once asked me who Neelisa's father was?
Yes?
It was Poseidon, king of the sea. Good night.
Mummy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But always remember, he loves you very much. And that's far more important than jobs or houses or anything else.
Are you going to the bank with him?
I wish he'd let me, but he won't. If only there was someone there to stand up for him, to take his part, to show them what he's really like inside.
Why can't he do that for himself?
Because he's a man, and a very proud one.
Then you must go.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid it just isn't possible.
Why?
Because I'm a woman.
Mary Poppins says that anything can happen if only we can get out of our own way.
Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can bet it doesn't have to be so.
Changes can be made.
You can move a mountain if you use a larger spade.
Anything can happen, it's a marvel.
You can be a butterfly
Or just a larval.
stretch your mind beyond fantastic. Dreams are made of
Strong elastic.
Take some sound advice and don't forget it. Anything can happen my epitaph I wear the virgin honor of this world's free thinkers.
Those who seek beyond their thinkers. Jelly isn't jelly till you set it. Anything can happen if you let it.
If you reach for the stars, or you get all the stars, but we found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in.
Feed the birds, sir. Only tuppence.
I would do it as a great favour if you kindly fed them for me.
Toppins, toppins, toppins above.
Mr. Banks is here.
Come in, Banks. Well, Banks, how did it happen? You turned down a scheme that was bound to make millions, and we want to know why.
Then I'll tell you. I refused Mr. Von Hustler because his scheme was hollow. It had no substance. It had no product. It had no meaning outside the walls of a bank. Ah, yes, he told me about assets and profits and growth, but there wasn't a word about people. I know that if a man has any value on real life, then as far as you're concerned, he's a washout. But I'm afraid I do value it, gentlemen. In short, George Banks Esquire has rediscovered the human race. I apologize for ruining the bank, but I do not apologize for understanding that there are more important things in life than making money.
Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank, my dear chap, what are you talking about? You've saved our bacon, haven't you heard? Von Hustler's scheme has ruined our rival. You saved us from the nastiest scandal since records began. We don't want your apologies. We're offering ours.
Oh my word!
And another thing. Do you remember giving a loan to a fellow called Northbrook? Well, he's repaying it and opening up 2 new factories. With the percentage that you negotiated, was set to make a fortune.
Oh my word!
And that's just it. We very much hoped you'd like to tell us how you did it. Just give us the word. It'll be quite safe with us.
Give you the word. Give you the word. I'll give you the word, all right. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Forgive him. It's not his fault. It's all because of his nanny, Miss Andrew.
The Holy Terror! She told me everything I know.
Then now's your chance to forget it.
That's right. And if you want to fight about it, you've come to the right woman.
Darling. It's all right. I haven't lost money at all. I've made the bank a fortune.
Really?
Gentlemen. Madam, if you please, we still have some business to conduct. Well, Banks, George, by way of recompense, we'd like to offer you the job of senior manager with a salary at double.
Exactly how much has he made for you?
Triple. Quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. We are not a cold fish.
Well,
I accept. But you must understand one thing first. From now on, my family comes first.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Winifred, I'm afraid I've underestimated you. It was cruel of me to keep you off stage, and you want to go back, and I don't mind if you do.
No, I loved it. But I found a role I'd rather prefer, and it's going to keep me extremely busy for a very long time.
Anything can happen, raise the curtain.
Though at first it may sound clouded,
See the world more upside down-ish.
and erected.
Anything can happen if you let it.
If you reach for the stars or you get all the stars, but we found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in. Anything can happen, it's official. You can choose the super or the superficial. Sorry for the way we're steering. Obstacles start disappearing. Gonna chase your dreams, you won't regret it. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen,
Anything can happen.
Mary Poppins, Neelius will live happily ever after, won't he?
Of course. Oh, Mary Poppins was the best yet. To be up in the heavens. Do you think we'll ever go back there?
Yes, someday.
Really? Will it be soon?
Oh no, not for a very long time. Of course, you can always keep an eye on the stars until you return.
But it's your telescope.
So it is. Keep it if you like. It's a present.
Thank you.
Now run along in.
I love you, Mary Poppins.
You're a fine boy, Michael Banks. And one day you're going to be a fine man.
Oh, Mary Poppins, it makes me so anxious when you talk like that.
Like what?
All gentle and kind and not a bit like you. Be cross, Mary Poppins. Do be cross again.
Is that the thanks I get for all the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
That's dainty, bird.
They're yours, Mary. I painted them. For you. It's tonight, isn't it?
Yes, bird.
Well, goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye. Take care of yourself, bird. With every job, when it's complete, there is a sense of bittersweet. The moment when you know the task is done. Though in your heart you'd like to stay, to help things on their way, you've always known they must do it alone. There, practically perfect, and I hope it remains so.
Something's changed.
There's Mary Poppins' locket. The chain's broken.
Don't you remember? I'll stay till the chain breaks.
There's a note too.
What does it say?
Michael had the telescope, so this is from you. It's a picture of the three of us.
She signed it. From Mary Poppins, with a good deal of love.
Mary Poppins? She's gone. Gone? How peculiar.
Don't worry, she'll be back. Now what do you think of this?
It's the best I've ever seen.
Could we fly it together?
Oh, Daddy.
Mary Poppins won't be coming back. She's gone. Forever. My dear, how could you possibly know such a thing? Because we don't need her. Not anymore. And other families will. Right, Daddy?
They will.
I wonder if she's right, George. And we really could do without a nanny from now on. What do you think?
I think you'd better come and dance with me.
George, this is serious.
Look, wasn't that a shooting star?
Yeah, you need my telescope.
I was right. Wish on it, children. My dearest love.
We won't forget you, Mary Poppins.
We'll never forget.
today and for supporting us in this program, for all the money that you donated, and for sharing your children with us. We are the luckiest. They are just unbelievably talented, and we enjoy working with them so much.
Yes, this show is by far the most difficult that I've ever done. Technically wise, it was very challenging. The music was hard, the dancing was hard, but we've had a great semester. So, the cast and crew are going to come around front for you to tell them what a wonderful job that we did, and we will see you back again. Actually, next Thursday is the choir concert, so